building steam, Phaedra. We're busy building steam towards those finals. Hong Kong, China, and Kazakhstan. When Hong Kong, China scores a try in the stadium, it absolutely erupts. Shauna Forrest, Chan, Natasha Olsen-Thorn has been at the middle and the heart of everything Hong Kong, China has done. Pichugina Kruchinkina, as well as Drobovskaya, who we saw scored 2 tries in that previous match, has been so good for Kazakhstan, and they're going to need them to step up today. Phaedra, we saw the game earlier on between Kazakhstan and Thailand. You've watched them. How excited are you and how keen are you for this final?
Man, this is going to be amazing. I am so excited. These players are just so athletic, so skillful, and they're so hungry, right? They're so hungry to be in this arena before this crowd, historic, to showcase what they can do.
Cheering, screaming, and clapping. But look at that. Those are the Claymore swords that they will be winning. But look at that. We said it's a spectacle here in Hong Kong. It is loud. Run out to the bang of a drum. These two sides. A moment to settle before you head into the finals. This is going to be one for the ages. Stephanie Chan gets us underway, and the ball's tapped back on Hong Kong, China's side. Lainam Sabe, I saw her signing a couple of autographs a little earlier on, and they immediately get going and get into their stride, do Hong Kong, China, trying to keep the ball alive. The defense of Kazakhstan was brilliant this morning, completely shut out Thailand. So do they have what it takes to shut out Hong Kong, China, and potentially lift the literal sword? Ball still in Hong Kong, China hands, and Wayam Pun gets the offload. Chan gets taken to ground, looks for the steal, does Drobovskaya, doesn't get it. Sabe gets it to her captain, Natasha Olsen-Thorn. She loves a little arcing run and cutting back onto the inside, and then into the hands of the speedster for Hong Kong, China, Chong. She offloads to Shauna Forrest. Boomfa, sit down, Chong. Sabe there in support. Natasha Olsen-Thorn just slowing things down and getting ball back in hand for Hong Kong, China. Chong back onto the short side. The 1, the 2. Who else other than Anam Lade? Smiles all around. She looks into the crowd because that's exactly where she scored an autograph a little earlier. Sabe Lainam, so good.
So good. And that young lady scored tries yesterday all day long. But look at this magical ball handling. Ball in 2 hands, offload. Just doing a tremendous job, Hong Kong, China, of the offload game, which we know can be so detrimental to defenses. And woo! Right there, making it easy. Just a nice little dash dive over the try line to give Hong Kong, China 5.
Well, Sabe Lainam gets the first score, and what about that conversion? So 7 points to 0, Hong Kong, China lead, and the roar of the crowd when tries are scored by Hong Kong, China is incredible. The offloads are good for Kazakhstan, and Yekaterina Savina gets on her bicycle and does exactly what Sabe Lainam has done in the other corner and gets Kazakhstan on the board. End-to-end stuff.
Yes, indeed. Take a look at this. Off the restart, Kazakhstan just really taking advantage, hitting that line flat with the pass. And she's moving like a Bugatti, to be honest with you. That's all 12 cylinders firing in.
Well, if you drive a stick or manual car, you can say she went into 5th gear. Drop again, disappear. Low stabbing kick and had to be handled well by Chloe Chan. She does that. The setup from Shauna Forrest. Still in the lead, but only by 2 points. Chan with a bit of fancy footwork. Chong Doesn't get to hand. Stephanie Chan was there, allowed to bounce. Poon. Sabe lineup. Sabe lineup. Still going. Takes 2 defenders to take her down. Gets the offload away though. Over the halfway for Hong Kong China, and then the long deep passes are getting them back inside their own half. Captain Natasha Olsen-Thorn. Chan. Chloe Chan. Still going. Rev your engines. And that looks like it's going to be trouble.
Yeah, that's, we know at a minimum a high tackle, and if it was contact with the head, it may be a card.
Well, if it's contact with the head, it's definitely going to be a card.
You're right.
Offloads galore.
Oh boy. Looks like we're going in the pocket.
Yeah, it looks like it's against Krichankina.
Yeah, that's a bit egregious. It comes with a cost.
We're going to have a decision. There is foul play by Kazakhstan number 12. There's direct contact to the head and no mitigation. My recommendation is a red card.
Well, it's going to be 7v6 for the rest of the final. And it's so terrible. It's heartbreaking because you wanted to see a good final. You wanted to see a 7v7 final. And now the defense of Kazakhstan's really going to be tested.
Yeah, this is going to be grueling for Kazakhstan.
So there is going to be space somewhere for Hong Kong China. Chong with the feed, picks it right back up. Chan, Natasha Olsen-Thorn back on the inside. 3 defenders have to get to their feet quickly to Kazakhstan, and that they do. Chong, another high shot on her, but referee says they're happy to go. Chong, Sabe lineup, looking for her brace. She's so strong, is lineup. She's studying veterinary sciences, Sabe lineup. The setup is good. Shauna Forrest gets in support, gets a fend away. Doesn't get away from the tackle of Kim. Slower ball for Hong Kong China. They don't need to rush it. They're ahead by 2 points, and she's the speedster, is Gaiyan Chong. The offload to Natasha Olsen-Thorn. Brilliant defense, gets up, goes again, has to release, and Chong is going to get over.
Oh boy! And this crowd is saying it all. I don't need to say a word, but I will. And you see, just taking advantage of perseverance here of this Hong Kong China squad, and that young lady, Olsen-Thorn, taking a second shot at moving her team a little closer to the whitewash. And then it's this nice little pickup by Yan to put it down.
Well, conversion is good. And look at all the support. Don't need a reason, don't need an excuse to come to the Cathay HSBC Sevens in Hong Kong, but when your home team is playing, I mean, what an occasion. And they're leading 14 points to 5 in this final. There's a Kazakhstan player down in the background just receiving some treatment, so 7 plays 5 at the moment. She's up on her feet now, so back to 7v6. Into contact for Kim, and this is about the first bit of possession that we've seen Kazakhstan have in this final. The straightening comes. Looks like it's Mel Bakitbek. Now the swerve, the look, the feint from Drobovskaya. That's how she scored so many of her tries this morning. Pickup is good from Kim. Savina. Ball's gone loose, and they're tracking backwards. Hong Kong China's defense standing strong. Let's go, regathers. Stepan Yuga still stuck inside their 22, and now a penalty.
All right. Well, I'm actually quite impressed with Kazakhstan holding their own, keeping their composure, and actually drawing a penalty. Now we're going to have a blood sub.
So they got the penalty, did Kazakhstan, opting to go for the set piece line out. A couple of coaches just taking a look at Andrew Fick for Hong Kong China. Keeping an eye on his team, who currently have the lead 14 points to 5. And ball's gone loose. The pickup is good. Stephanie Chan, and the gong has gone in the background, and they want to look potentially for one more before the end of this half. Chan. Chong gets it again, and Chong is really, really quick. Ball has gone loose, but Natasha Olsen-Thorn with the pickup, and Sabe Lanam's going to run to the exact same corner she did at the beginning of this half. The interconnectedness of this side showing their class.
I mean, lightning does strike twice in the same place, my friends, as we see. And she's just hanging out, doing her job, letting her teammates create this opportunity for her. What a magical moment for her. The double for Lina.
Well, there's a very good chance her family's sitting right there. Looked into the stands, gave them a heart, but it's been pure dominance from Hong Kong China in their home stadium. They lead Kazakhstan in this Melrose Claymores final. It's 19 points to 5. Well, the skyline of Hong Kong tells a picture. They would never know the insanity that's happening inside of this stadium if you were at the top of one of those skyscrapers. Pretty sure we can make more than enough noise for them to know. Hong Kong China, a dominant first half. A first half that saw a red card to Tatiana Kuchenkina, and then tries galore, a brace for Sabe Lanam. Hong Kong China definitely don't want to let up now. Ball's gone backwards. Stephanie Chan trying to dance her way out of trouble. Hansen threes. Now trying to look for the overlap on the width. Sabe Lanam cuts back onto the inside. She's having the final of dreams, and the shot coming in from Melnikova. Looking for the steal, and Melnikova, who had an incredible tackle, just makes the steal.
Yeah, that was just good textbook defensive play. Like Kazakhstan needs to get over that ball, time it perfectly.
Oh, that's not gone up. That's a mistake. Everything going against Kazakhstan at the moment. Kim into contact. Does enough to stay on her feet, and Natasha Olsen-Thorn gets the steal. Referee deemed she was the first there. Sabe Lanam with a swing. Forrest. Natasha Olsen-Thorn. Chan. Chong has to clean up. Does clean up. Was that high? Yeah. Chong again. Just trying to keep their composure now. Oh, Hong Kong China have way too much time for Chong to give the offload to captain Olsen-Thorn. And this isn't the first time she split the defense open right up the middle. And she adds her name to the score sheet too.
And oh, so impressive by Olsen-Thorn to tear up the middle. Too much power for this Kazakhstan defense. She spots a gap and takes advantage of it. And look at the grit on the face.
Yeah, well, Olsen-Thorn, even if there isn't a gap, she's going to try and take one anyway. Stephanie Chan gets the conversion. And now Olsen-Thorn gets a well-deserved rest after all of her hard work. Kazakhstan, no possession to speak of. Missing tackles, 8 of them in this match. Chan goes for a deep restart this time. Juggles, doesn't get, referee says it's all gone backwards though. Pakitbek. Drobovskaya. She's a real danger for this Kazakhstan side, but she's just had no ball in hand to speak of. A kick down the middle. Sabe Lanam looks up and she sees 4 Kazakhstan defenders in front of her, but that is not going to stop her. Sabailanov versus Drobovskaya. Drobovskaya does so well just to relay in to stop a short try. The flick out the back, under so much pressure now. Defensively, it's still 6v7. There is a red card for Kazakhstan. And now the cutback on the inside. Shana Forrest is strong. Gets 2 fins in, but eventually brought down. Chong picks it up. And the steal is so good. Croc roll against Rosie Wright.
Yeah, she double placement there by Wright. And lineman getting a little bit of attention on the side here after that bolstering, impressive run she had. I mean, she peeled it up the field, right? Nice little dummy ball, briefly in 2 hands, and then she's caught. So I give credit to Kazakhstan for getting back and just not giving up the fight. Drobovskaya.
So, opportunity and possession for Kazakhstan, but they're so deep inside their own 22. They're going to have to track about 80 meters upfield to try and get points. Bit of change in the line out, goes straight to the front to Dichininga. Tap and goes the call, have to get back 10, they can't touch her. Maggie Ao Jung, opportunistic, and she didn't release Maggie Ao Jung. But they do have the penalty, Hong Kong China.
Yeah, Hong Kong China with this ultimate harassment in that ruck.
Chong, Stephanie Chan, Rosie Wright in midfield. Trying to get over the defense instead of around them. Chong this time rather goes the around option and the slightest of offloads. And that's another one for Hong Kong China. Looks like it's Jess Eden.
Yeah, this is good ball movement, letting the ball do the work. Hong Kong China into the hands on that 2-on-1 to Eden. And it makes for really easy work for her.
Well, these two sides met each other on day 1. Hong Kong China won that much, 29 points to 14. They've already improved, more points and less points scored against them in this one.
Come on.
Deep kickoff, Stephanie Chan, and then regathered by Hong Kong China. Right, and there's numbers on the outside, but a bouncing pass just allows time for the defense to come back in. Ah Young, right, looks to go and goes to south, offloads to Chloe Chan. The call for the offload was on, but no opportunity to do so. Played on the ground. Right, goes herself, she wants 1-2. Rosie Wright can do no wrong.
And Wright picking it up with so much force and so much authority. But look at that little scoop pass. She deserved it. She started this run. And she takes advantage of this quick tap. Come on. She can't be stopped. Too much power.
Yeah, well, Rosie Wright saw all of her teammates getting their name on the score sheet, wanted one herself on. That's a great kick. Converting her own try, Rosie Wright.
Come on.
34 seconds left of this final. Chan in the hands of Kazakhstan. Penalty against Hong Kong China. So now just looking and playing for pride at the moment of Kazakhstan. It's an opportunity for them to be able to just test their processes and get out on the big stage. We spoke about an incredible moment that they had to meet some of their heroes. Drobovskaya. And that is the gong, and the winner has been decided. They just need to finish this game. They just need to get off the park to Hong Kong, China. They'll be able to lift the Melrose Claymore trophy. The balls come out on Hong Kong, China's side. Chloe Chan, someone's got to kick it out. Someone's got to tell them to kick it out. Or do they want to go for one more? One more looks like the option. Oh, it's gone backwards. Rosie Wright. Behind the back pass. Have they heard the gong is the question? Go. Now Chloe Chan with a bit of a hitch kick. Doesn't get off it probably as much as she wanted to. Oh, Young Chan. Jessie came onto the park. She scored a try, looking for another. The offload doesn't sit. Has to clean up. Garman Nam and Stephanie Chan is going to look ahead. Gets cut off the offload to Garman Nam. And they wanted one more, and they get one more.
And what a way to finish! A remarkable final by Hong Kong, China, putting their exclamation point on what has been a nothing short of a stellar performance in this match. Well done.
Well, after an incredibly impressive final, Hong Kong, China are the winners of the Melrose Claymore sword. A combination of Melrose sevens and then Claymore, all of the history in rugby sevens. We're going to be able to get an opportunity, a moment. Hong Kong, China win 45 points to 5. And this is an incredible moment to be able to walk through your home crowd, get the high fives. The kids have loved it. Natasha Olsen-Thorne loves it. Phaedra, it was a final to remember for Hong Kong, China. They would have been really happy with the way that they've closed off their weekend.
Yeah, just really impressive. They stepped on the gas from the first opening kickoff and never let up. And just a proud moment before their home crowd. That's, you know, there's nothing better than that. A new stadium before your home people.
Sabe Lanham was denied a hat-trick. She did so good, and there it is. That is the Melrose Claymore sword. It is iconic, it is tradition, it is history, and it is an opportunity to be able to play in front of your home crowd. They absolutely loved it. They scored tries galore. They showed their dominance. Oh, those are pictures that you take and frame. Everyone involved. You've got people from HSBC, you've got Cathay, World Rugby, all involved in the handovers of these awards. Representatives of everyone that makes this such an incredible tournament, such an incredible and iconic stop to come to. It's been a party all weekend. We're looking to put the cherry on the cake, and we're getting closer and closer to doing that.